to you. This is the home of sugar, spice, and everything nice. We should be handing out chocolate. Brenda, I didn't get you anything. Please forgive me. I think our relationship, you've been doing the giving this week.
That's okay. But I'm wishing you Valentine's Day in advance. And Chocolate Day and Rose Day, whatever has passed or whatever is coming.
I love it. So I want to make an introduction. We saw your work before we saw your face. Okay, not me. Our listener, anyone who's tuned in. You can log on to www.spicefm.co.ke so you understand the magic that we are talking about today. I have from Myra's Craft the lovely lady behind the team that did this very beautiful work. You can see behind me I have a halo, a flower halo. That one. It's yarn, wood, some live foliage, some plastic foliage. And the lady behind this beautiful brand that is Myra's Craft is Brenda. Am I saying your name correct?
Yes.
I remember Brenda with a V.
Yes. Brenda with a V. So Brenda, but we're going to talk about Myra's.
Yes, let's talk about Myra's. When did you establish Myra's Craft?
2019 at Surrey Center, but you see how the work goes a little before you really launch.
Yes.
So about 2018, we started working because I thought the process, the gap, and everything that's required for crafting is really, really required in this industry.
Yes.
In this country, both of them. So we started working 2018. 2019, we opened up at Surrey Center.
Yes. So were you doing this before, prior to the physical location? Were you already testing the waters in the crafting world in the country?
The fun thing is, when I moved to this country, I was actually in the fashion line. Yes.
You're really good with your hands, we can tell.
So I was in the fashion line, but I thought crafting is a better way to go ahead.
Yes.
Because there's a gap, there's a scope for things that need to be done.
Yeah.
So I thought that's the industry that I need to be in. So it helped me both ways.
Yes.
To keep the fashion line and keep being creative.
Yes.
Let's put it as, let's be creative.
Yes. Is it passion or are you formally trained to do this?
Oh, I'm not trained at all.
Self-taught.
It's self-taught. It's self-taught.
Wow.
Yes.
It doesn't show.
Really?
It doesn't show.
When it comes to passion, the one thing that I have to say, if I can make, or anybody can make passion and business together.
Yes.
It's a beautiful combination because I get the skills of creativity from my mother.
Yes.
And the business sense from my father. And I have a team that I absolutely love.
I've seen you all are friends. I've seen.
Yes.
I've seen your relationship.
All my team here in Kenya, I absolutely love them.
You can say hi to them if you want. Their names. You can say hi to
Helen, Sylvia, Kate, Anne, Henry, Vero. We're all there.
They're watching you from behind the screen.
Yes. Okay. I haven't warmed up to it, but that's the team that's holding up Myra's face.
Yeah. When did you know crafting was the way to go for you? When did you decide to take the leap of faith and say, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. This is what I want to do for a living. I'm going to put my heart, my soul, my money into this.
Oh, very good
what
question.
May.
I'm going to start with that one thing. People are struggling to find anything to do with being creative.
Yes.
They are struggling. So now, luckily, CBC has helped us, bring it up more.
Yes.
But when I moved here, my daughter, actually, by the way, I have to mention that Myra's is actually a bit of my daughter's name. That's where the inspiration came from. Because she could not get the material. I like to call myself creative.
Yes.
I could not find the material here. So when she would come with school projects and they wanted something done, and I would just rush anywhere. All those markets and stuff, I could not find that material.
A glue gun, just the basics. You can't find...
Just something basic. Even, at that point of time, glitter pens, I could not find them.
True.
All I needed is something to write on.
Yeah.
Glue guns, the right paper, because you see now how we are doing that crafting.
Yes.
The thickness of that paper and things that need to be done with paper, we could not find it.
Yeah.
So that's where the inspiration came from. That's where Myra's kind of came from.
Yeah.
She was the reason why I started exploring myself further, so that I can at least make sure that people today can go beyond media, beyond, let me call it, beyond their phones.
Yes.
Because the one thing that I very strongly believe is, if you can be creative,
Yes.
whichever line you're in, it's going to flow into whatever streams you're thinking of doing.
Yeah.
So being creative, that's where I had to really rush and make sure that I can find that gap.
Yeah. The reason why I was very drawn to you, and the minute you were brought here and you were introduced to the team, I said we must have this lady on air, is because I come from a setting where our parents raised us to think the only vocations that came with respect and were the formal sector, the doctors, the engineers, the teachers. So I love the fact that someone like you can take a leap of faith and go out, of course, a little, and make a passion project a lifelong, not just dream, but business. So thank you for coming to to show us that the dream is possible. If someone is toying around with DIY, my daughter is in DIY club, and the first time I walked into your store, I wasn't coming to your store. I think I was going to Nairobi Sports House, because you're on the same
Yes,
on the same
you're on
floor.
the ground floor.
Yes.
Pretty much next to the Nairobi Sports House.
Yes, so I was on the way there to get something for school for her. And I was like, wow, someone thought about this, because sometimes you need all these things and you're stuck with, no offense, with the usual supermarket manila paper that won't stick for too long. So just the fact that I feel like when you discover a need and you feel that void and you love it and it's something that you're passionate about, voila, you have a success.
Yes, that's where I want to tell people very clearly. There's more to crafting than you think,
Yes.
or to being creative. So it takes a while for people to warm up. Like right now, we're still kind of breathing into just being engineers and being doctors, and then
Medicine.
the medicine, the cliche things.
Who will make us those trees?
Yeah.
Who will make us those
But
trees?
we have to go beyond that.
Yes.
And I want everybody to believe that there is a profession in being creative.
Yes.
Crafting being a big one. You see, now the schools are encouraging it.
Yes.
Right? The event decor people, we need it.
Yes.
We want our weddings done, we want the funerals done, we want it done in a better way. So you need the material.
Yes.
You need the material, you come to Myra's Craft. You
Yes.
go it on the ground floor at Surrey Center.
Let's have a little fun, Vrinda. What was your most challenging project? And I'm crossing my fingers. You don't say what I think you're going to say. What was your most challenging client? They asked for a short period of time. The details were scanty on what you had to deliver, but you flew through it and you succeeded. I'm crossing my fingers. Just be honest.
Yeah, if you want me to be honest.
Yes.
Okay, I'll start. I always like to do the pluses first.
Yes.
So Doris and Yolanda, thank you so much to give us that opportunity. Yes, the timeline was difficult. We've done very difficult projects in the past, whether it was funerals and all of those.
Yes.
But this, in the timeline, it was a task, and we want to make sure that SpiceFM has given us that challenge. Like you said that day when I met you for the first time, pressure, and we'll deliver.
Yes.
We make things work under pressure. So the team is there. They do it under pressure. But that was one of my recent most challenging thing to do. Yes.
I'll ask you to hold that thought. Now we're going to go live to Milimani Law Courts, where Justice Grace Nzioka is delivering the verdict on the Monica Kimani murder trial. And we're getting our feed live from KTN News. And are we good, Mombi, to go?
I've been from here. It's okay. I've come back home. Criminal Appeal number 96 of 2021. But that quotes our otherwise well-known jurisprudence guru, Lord Denning. Miller versus Ministry of Pension, 1947, All England's Law Reports. What did Lord Denning say? That a degree is well settled. It not reach certainty, but it must carry a high degree of probability. Beyond reasonable doubt does not mean proof beyond a shadow of doubt. I'll read that again. Beyond reasonable doubt does not mean proof beyond a shadow of doubt. The law would fail to protect the community if it admitted fanciful possibilities to deflect the cause of justice. If the evidence is so strong against a man as to leave only one remote possibility in his favor, it is possible, but not in the least probable. The case is proved beyond reasonable doubt, but nothing short of that will suffice. I have said enough on reasonable doubt. Having said what I have said and set the law as it is, I shall now turn to the charge before this court. It is a charge of murder. Section 203 is read together with Section 204. The pertinent section is 203. I quote it. And a person who of malice aforethought causes death of another person by an unlawful act or omission is guilty of murder. The above ingredients of the offense have been settled. The elements,
Okay, so we're working on our technicalities. Mumbi is with the tech team. We'll be back with the feed shortly. I still have Brenda in the house from Myra's Craft, and we're going to get into the closing of our conversation. Brenda, you were telling me that SpiceFM
Yes.
stressed you.
Yes.
And we agreed. The shoe fits, we've laced it up. I knew it was us. I remember you were talking about delivery time. You're talking about the creative process. And if this is what you do under pressure, I'll call you a few hours before my second wedding.
We do not want the second wedding, but call me in time. But yes, everything with crafting requires a whole lot of carpentry, welding, ironwork. So yes, my most stressful thing.
Yeah,
that's what you guys have given me.
Okay, but an ideal situation. What delivery time is ideal to work with?
It entirely depends, but I would go with about 1 week, so that at least I know what is the idea behind. Because once you're being creative, you want to know the idea. So if I'm just doing something as a, like a centerpiece, won't take as much time.
Yeah.
But if it requires other things, it may take time.
Yeah.
So it's...
And everything is done by hand. Everything is done by hand.
Everything. When it comes to Myra's, please understand, we are trying to let people know, please start being creative.
Yes.
Whether you're using paper, whether you're using yarn, like right behind you. We've got real flowers, we've got paper flowers, you've got yarn, you've got carpentry. So we want people to go beyond their usual thought process.
Yeah.
So that's the whole idea of Myra's. please be creative.
Yeah.
Please be creative. Let wings come to be creative.
This couldn't have come at a more ideal time in a country where we are seeing a lot of joblessness, Brenda. And this just goes to show you that if opportunities don't knock on your doorstep, you have to create them for yourself. And I want to ask you, I know you know this is what it was leading to. Do you have classes? I want to know how you touch paper and you fold it and that's what it does.
Yeah,
the bouquet on stage.
So much for asking that. That is where we are headed. In fact, our first class is tomorrow at Sarit Center.
You didn't want me to come. You didn't tell me earlier.
Please do. So we're starting with the first class tomorrow itself. We're going to make cards for Valentine.
Yes.
We'll give you the material. Please come. We'll teach you how to, embellish, put all the papers, how you can make all those things. You can even put that flower. And then our next class is going to be mandala, right?
Yes.
So we are going to do dot art and stuff. So please come to Sarit Center. We're looking at 11 to 1 slot and 3 to 5.
Ages or anyone is
actually
is
the way
eligible.
The way we are thinking is let's put the kids in the morning slot.
Yes.
Because that's where they want to be more creative and they've got that energy going.
Yeah.
The second slot is for adults. Please feel free to come. So we are going to be at Sarit.
Yes.
We're trying every Saturday.
Yes.
But you'll see it on our page.
Is it outside your store where the art class is normally held? Because I used to bring my daughter for an art class right outside your store.
Yes. That's where we are trying. And sometimes when, there are too many people asking, then we may want to take it on the first floor. But it's best
a bigger space.
A bigger space. So currently, we're trying as much as possible to take classes in the shop. And then even if you're doing all those, you know where to get the material.
Yeah.
Come to the ground floor, come to Sarit Center. It's your city. You come there and you'll see us there at Myra's.
I love it. And so tell me other materials you work with, because I've seen a lot of paper, a lot of wood, and is there anything else you want to explore? Maybe something? Do you work with like purely flowers? Is everything tailor-made according to the client's needs? If I said, I don't want balloons, or I only want balloons, I only want confetti and paper. Do you work or do you advise and say, for your theme, maybe I want a very suave burial for my sixth husband, and I'm rich, honey. So do you advise? Do you go a step further and you say, no, Yolanda, that won't bring the vision to life? Do you offer advice, or you just go as per client? Ridiculous sometimes expectations.
Yes, I would love to advise, and that's what I try. But sometimes people come with that perception. However, I also feel that having the client, they come with an idea.
Yeah.
Myra's has to add up to that idea, right? So the team has to come back and say, whether it's a funeral, whether it's a birthday, whether it's anything else, we need to add up to the Myra's touch. We need to give you that suggestion, and eventually it becomes your call. So we'll be able to help you make your decisions, because we'll go beyond paper and yarn and stuff. Like right now, all the crafts that are working are actually lip and art. I don't know how many people are warming up to it. Lip and art. We're doing mandala, we're doing resin. People have to warm up to it. So we are there to advise you, but if you just come with the idea, and sometimes you have to be practical as well.
Yeah.
Like I can't do lip and art or a resin for just anything that you're coming up with. So we'll help you out.
Yeah.
We're always there to help you out. Myra's is there, the team is there. They'll always be there to help you out.
Do you mind me asking how much class will cost me if
actually we are starting with free classes.
Really?
Yes, all these classes are free.
What's the duration of the class?
About 2 hours.
About 2 hours
each session.
Yes. So just bringing our kids with their own snacks.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm seeing where this is going.
All these classes we are starting with free.
Yeah.
So that people become more creative.
Yeah, but do I have to buy the material for the class?
Myra's is going to give you the material.
Oh, bless your heart, Brenda. I'm like, really?
Myra's is going to give you all that. We're going to even help you out to just understand. Of course, the most skilled, crafts, we have to make sure there may be a cost when you go to that
Of
level.
course.
When it comes to just basic crafting,
Yes.
we'll provide the material, we'll teach you how it needs to be done. We're not charging you.
Yeah.
And Sarit has been very, very amazing on helping out, giving us those places.
Yeah, and supportive.
Right? Yes,
I love
very
it. It's
supportive.
good to have a good home.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good to have a good
Yeah.
home. Thank you so much. So, are you going to give us a sneak peek or on what like type of decor we are going to have at Elegance in Love at Sarit, the Valentine's dinner?
Yes,
Is this an
that's it.
indication, or you're going way off course? If this is anything to go by.
Yeah, that's where we want people to understand that if we did that
Yeah.
in such a short notice, we want to give you some excitement for
So your
Valentine's.
lips are sealed. You want us to see? We buy
Yes,
tickets
yes,
to see.
yes, yes.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
She's
we want-
tight-lipped.
No, we want everybody to enjoy, and please make sure you come to Sarit.
Yeah.
We're there. The team is there. They'll support you, and we'll also make sure that we give you some exciting things
Yes.
on the center tables over there.
I love it. Please give us your contact details, your handles on social media,
We'll do
your store number, your website, and yes, how we can reach you.
Yes, we'll start with just go to Myra's Craft
Yes.
on Facebook, on Insta. You get there, you'll get all the details, the contact numbers,
Yes.
the website, everything is there. So we are pretty much there online. Please come and look for us, and please be more creative so that we can help you get out of your normal things, because we're there to make you go off your usual thought process. We want people to be more creative. That's the whole
This
point.
is fun. I really want to sit with you and be like, we need to do wine and crafting.
I
We
have
need
to get you for one of those classes,
Yeah.
please.
Just
so
call me-
I can teach you at least that. Yes.
That. Because that belongs in my house. I told you. If it's nicked from the studio, just ask them where I live.
Done. I'll look for you.
It's so gorgeous. Thank you so much, Brenda. I know it was Artists Don't Speak. I have an artist sister. My sister did architect. She will never sit and speak. You don't speak. So I know how...
I really
not too
want to
comfortable.
speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes me a while.
Yeah.
But like my team says, once I'm there, I'll find a way to speak to you.
Yeah, but you speak better through your art.
You've been amazing, and you let me relax.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And all of this is all paper craft, carpentry, and everything that you may need to get better
Yeah.
at being creative.
I love it. So your baby showers, your birthdays, your gender
Everything.
reveals, your
Everything,
funerals.
yes.
People need to put some more thought into funerals.
I know. By the
Everything.
way, I just learned it from my team. They're like, really? And we've done it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was that big because, like I said, I've come from India. So I didn't know funeral was that big. We've done that. And I said, really, why would you decorate it?
Yeah,
Like,
celebration of life.
Yeah. Well,
Like I'll have a wake and with drinks and everything. Not soon though. Don't start looking for ideas.
I know.
But yeah.
I do not.
You'll definitely get a call from someone. Thank you so
Yes,
much. You're
Sawa.
so lovely. And your team as well. You're also
the
amazing.
team. I could not pull this through if the team didn't help out.
Yeah, it's good that I saw you coming and seeing the studio as a blank canvas and what you actually delivered. Absolutely marvelous.
Thank you so much.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
I love the way you made me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I love the way my team has helped everybody back home. I want them to know that I couldn't pull this through here in Kenya. Yes.
Oh, happy month of love to you and your
Yes,
team.
yes.
And see you on Wednesday, but we talk about you every day.
Oh, yes. Wednesday, we're going to see you there at Sarat.
Okay, fantastic. 13 minutes to the top of the hour. We'll get the news. And but yeah, Mumbi has been keeping you informed. I've seen the scrolls and everything going down. So yeah, stand by for the news. Back to the jams, and we'll keep you posted.